Welcome back to The Organic Rose. Today we're going to do something quite unique, I think, and it involves this bad boy. Nice fresh eggplant that came out of our garden, and it's just a really good, different food, very common in the Middle Eastern type cuisine. But we'll take the eggplant and we're going to marinate it, and then go ahead and put it on a baking dish and bake it off in the oven. And then we'll turn it, take it back out, and then sprinkle some little surprises over the top, put it back in the oven, take it out, enjoy it. So here's an eggplant, and I'm going to start with the marinade. Okay, this is soy sauce. Hawaiians call it shoyu. Hey bro, pass me the shoyu. That's about enough. So this is going to be your salt component for the marinade. Nice. And this is honey from our bees, actually. We keep bees. They love living in the vineyard, and they do all their work in the vineyard. They do all their pollinating and everything, and we've got several colonies of them living on the property. And then they make honey for us. Honey's good in coffee and your tea in the morning. It's great on toast. I like it on a little slice of banana with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Yummy. Okay, set that there, and we'll take the whisk and go ahead and, there we go, mix it up. So the honey's going to thicken the soy sauce. You'll see little granules there. And that's just the granules of the natural sugar coming up, but they'll eventually dissolve. Okay, of course it has to take garlic. If you're watching this show, you know it's going to have garlic in it. This is garlic out of our garden. I just peeled it and minced it. And some of our olive oil. So you can see it. It looks really nice. And you can smell the honey combined with the soy sauce. Very good combination. Okay, and we don't need to add salt, remember, because the soy sauce, the shoyu, already has the salt component to it. So let's grab this eggplant. Eggplant comes in different colors. This just happens to be a black one. It comes white, it comes long, it comes thin, it comes larger than this. This is pretty much an average size eggplant. Eggplant's very common in Middle Eastern cuisine, and my way, I love it just like this, or simply on the barbecue, dipped in this marinade and put on the fire for a little bit. It's nice stuff. Let's go ahead and trim it, and I'll show you what the inside looks like if you don't know yet. And then we'll go ahead and take any part that you don't think looks edible, we'll go ahead and trim it out. Set all that, and all that trim is going to go into our compost bucket. See, it's nice and snow white inside, and there's some of the seeds. If you'd like, you can always dry the seeds, take them out before you do this recipe, take the seeds out and dry them, and you could use those to plant in your garden for next year for your own eggplant. So you can cut your eggplant any way you like. I mean, I happen to cut it this way just to show you, but you can cut it this way, whichever. But let's go ahead and slice it, and we're going to do about 1/4 inch slices. And what I like to do, my knives are usually sharp, I say. But if your knife happens to be on a little bit on the duller side, you want to cut it from the inside out instead of the outside in. That way the knife will penetrate the product a lot easier. But since my knife is really sharp and it's also serrated, I'm just going to go from the outside in. So like I say, 1/4 inch slices. And there we go. Go ahead and do the other half too. Okay, so I've got the eggplant all sliced. And we're going to go ahead and dip it in the marinade now. Remember, the honey is going to make this sticky, but that's great. That's what you want. You want the marinade to stick to the product, to stick to, the, in this case, the eggplant. And set it in like that. Put this one right back like that. It's sticking very nicely. I'm going to get a little bit on the cut end as well. There we go. And then we'll take a little bit of the marinade. And just kind of spoon it on there. Okay, so off to the oven, on bake, not convect, because we don't want the air circulating in there to blow the marinade off the eggplant. Set it for 400 degrees, 10 minutes on one side, flip them. Go ahead and sprinkle some of the French fried onions on top. Back in the oven for another 10 minutes, take it out, dish it up and enjoy it. Halfway through the cooking cycle, about 10 minutes in, we went ahead and took the eggplant out, flipped the slices over, sprinkled some of these French fried onion rings on them. Oh, pretty good. Sprinkled it on there, then put it back in for another 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and dish them up now. They're nice. The eggplant's nice and soft, very tender. You kind of shingle it a little bit if you're using a smaller size plate, which I am. This is one of my favorite side dishes. That's really good. I try not to talk with a mouthful like some other TV chefs do, but it's so delicious. You will love this as a side dish. Chicken, fish, steaks, some other vegetables. It's a great vegetarian dish. That was so delicious. Make sure when eggplant season rolls around into your neighborhood, buy some, pick it up, and make it. Serve it for your family and your friends. They're going to enjoy it, and you will. Catch you next time on The Organic Rose.